Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm making a video out here today talking to all those older guys and girls out there who are not necessarily sure if they should get into a hobby or not. But I understand that they can be very expensive and they can be time consuming, and you can have families, children, other situations going on in your life. But like myself, I have a number of different things that kind of cause me not to have as much time. One thing is I do have a family. I have a stepdaughter, and I take care of my mother because she's elderly and nobody else is around to really do that per se. But I wanted to jump in and say that my wife got me a Lego set for Christmas, and I was completely excited because I never really had Legos as a kid. A few toys here and there, and I worked from a young age, and I joined the military later on in life. Ultimately, I got injured, and I can't do the things that I like to do in the gym anymore. So I decided to, look into a couple of hobbies here and there, and we were, going Christmas shopping, and I walked down the Lego aisle and I pointed it out, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And it just so happened to be this. This right here is my first official Lego set. It is the Lego Technic Shelby GT 500 Mustang, and it's relatively cheap Lego set for an adult to get into. It's only about $40 to $50. I think she paid maybe $50 for it, and I have to say that for someone who's never really done something this big as their first Lego set, I'm 32. I decided to jump right in it, and this is how it came out, and I thought it was pretty cool. And the hood pops over and everything. It's got a small block in it, ain't like the real big block, but it's a Lego set, so I'm not going to complain too much. It does pull back and speed forward like many other little race cars that I kind of grew up with, and I just thought it was really cool. And I ended up going a little crazy and buying a few other ones. I got these two off of eBay and for a pretty sweet deal. And I'm very into the machines that I see for Legos. Like, they have like a scrapyard coming out, and they have a bunch of different cars coming out. They have the more expensive sets of Technic cars. Not really sure if I'm ready to get into those yet. And then they have like Nightmare Before Christmas, and I thought that was really cool because I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, and I just thought, wow, maybe that should be something that I would enjoy building. And I'm very much into things that I like. And for those who have a hobby, generally you want to get into something that you enjoy. But if you're not sure if you should get into it or not because it's time consuming, or you got family needs and stuff like that, and you have extenuating circumstances where maybe you don't think you would have the time, well, this is kind of perfect in a way, because you could just put it down and save it for later, and then kind of get the longevity of enjoyment out of it, because you get to build it piece by piece, whether you take 5 minutes out of the day, or maybe you take an hour or 2 hours, or you got some downtime and you want to build something a little less intimidating, or something that's going to be quick, like this car here. This is the Nissan Skyline from Fast and the Furious, and it's the GTR And they have a little Lego brick inside there with the insignia on it. So it's very recognizable. I actually enjoyed building this small car in some ways more than this one. Just for the sheer fact that after I got this Lego set, I realized that it's very much copy paste from other Lego cars that they have by Technic. Like this one, if you didn't know it was a Shelby GT 500, you would say maybe it looks like a Camaro, or maybe it looks like a Dodge Charger, or maybe even a Challenger. Challengers have a squarer body, but if I were to look at this, I'd be like, maybe Camaro, maybe Mustang. But what is nice about it is you can kind of tell that it's a Mustang now, because they give you all the stickers, they give you the King Cobra, and it's very recognizable in that aspect. The one thing I wish they did was actually put Lego lights, the bricks that look like this, instead of using kind of quick and easy get out of jail free card per se. But for $50, I'm not really complaining too much. I enjoyed it very, very much. This one I got, I think, for 17 bucks from Walmart, and these I think I paid $120 as a set. It's very, very lucky to get this from eBay. Very skeptical of eBay because I got scammed many years ago, and I was kind of like, I don't want to buy things from eBay, but I decided to get over that hump, and I found these two, and they came in perfect condition. The boxes weren't damaged, they were well taken care of, the pieces were inside of them, nobody did anything shady, like using a heat gun, opening up the box and taking stuff out. Like they're all in there. I didn't get a chance to put those together yet. Neither have I got the chance to put together the Nightmare Before Christmas one. I just got them, but I'm going to have fun with them. And I think anybody, literally anybody that is kind of on the hill of getting into Legos, like myself, and you want something to do, maybe you don't have a hobby anymore because of extenuating circumstances, like myself. Like my hobby was going to the gym, and it was like a therapy. I know a lot of people use the gym as therapy and so on. Well, this can be therapy in a certain manner. You know, it takes time, it makes you use your brain, it's stimulating. It can get a little addictive, I think, because you're like, oh man, this was awesome. I never had Legos as a kid. And you kind of tap into your inner child, and you know, it brings that part out of you, and you're like, wow, I get to, you know, experience something that I didn't necessarily have a chance to experience as a kid. So here it is. And you're like, wow, you know what, I want to build this, and I want to build that. And I have other Lego sets coming in the mail, but I'm kind of, you know, slowing down. I'm not going to buy anymore for quite some time. And I think I could share with you some features that I like about these Lego sets that I bought. I'm not going to really get into the ones that I haven't built yet, because I think it would be, you know, unfair to review something that I haven't necessarily put my hands on, and you know, went through the instructions and tried to give you guys a fair and honest opinion about the fact. This, however, it wasn't hard. The instructions, I used the instructions manual that it came with, and it was easy. I didn't really struggle at all, or was confused. Like, I had one Lego set growing up as a kid, and I remember it being impossible because I couldn't necessarily understand the instructions, probably because I was younger. But but they've come a long way from what I remember. And let's get into it here. One thing I don't really like about this Lego set is that this spoiler back here is kind of entwined. So if you kind of push down on this here, the back bumper or the trunk with the spoiler, it falls below. So in some ways it's not exactly totally durable, but it's not really a problem. It's going to sit on my shelf. It's going to be for display. You can take it off and then put the little lever in there, so like it winds up, and then right now it would just shoot forward. But you can kind of lock it. It has a mechanism in here, which is this right here, and if you put that in there, there's a little piece that's like a lever that plugs right into that red mechanism that you see there. And if you keep it up and in place, it locks this tan Lego piece back until you flick the lever down, and it shoots forward. So really neat, really cool. Has some workability to it. You can't turn the wheels on this, unfortunately. I know some other sets you can, but I enjoy it. Makes me feel like a kid again. This one right here, little windshield comes off, and then you have this little Lego guy here. Hold on, I'm gonna set you guys down for a second, and I'm gonna give you a little description. Oh, he fell over. Oh, his legs aren't working. Kind of like me. All right. So let's see if I can get him to stand up. Oh boy, I'm probably gonna have to edit this out. Oh. Anywho, let me try and get him up. His arms are falling. There we go. There he is. Very cool. It comes with a little wrench. He's got a cool hairstyle. He's got a kind of messed up shirt there. It's kind of pretty cool to be like a little mechanic. Look at this. I think the detail that went into this little car is quite something. I think they did very, very well with this, and for such a less expensive vehicle, I was very happy with the overall recognizability of this car. Some of these, they have stickers here. All the blue, except for the fenders on the wheel, are stickers. This right here, that comes with the Lego piece itself. That's printed on there versus the stickers on the back, with all the details. Like I said before, comes with the GTR brick, comes with stickers for the grill over here. Not exactly perfect, but we are not all perfectionists. I just enjoy building it, and it will sit on my shelf with the rest of my little knickknacks here and there. But there you have it. If you're scared of getting into Legos or finding a hobby or anything, I don't think you should really fret, because everything is good in moderation. I'm gonna have a lot of fun putting this together, and then hopefully I'll make small little reviews here and there. This is my first YouTube video. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you think I should add to something like this, and I'll go from there. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.